Okay, so welcome everybody to show number 428. 428 is going in the books as of today. So I am super fired up this morning, and I am just curious if anybody can take a crack at why I am so fired up. Nanette.
Because of Deborah Thorne's leverage conference this weekend.
Deborah Thorne's leverage conference was a fantastic event. I'm sorry if you guys missed it, but I did want to shout out Deborah Thorne because she sent me the coolest swag box. So before we get into today's person that we're going to help out and the real reason other than the leverage conference of why I am so fired up, I wanted to take just a second and show you guys all what Deborah Thorne put together for the people that attended the leverage conference. So the first thing is we all got a coffee mug, and you'll notice that it says our name on the coffee mug, and it also, the thing I love about it was that the sponsors are actually listed on the coffee mug. That means that the sponsors paid for it. So I'm just saying that there are ways to have other people help send stuff out. We also got a journal with our name on it. So the reason this is so cool is that it gives us the ability, if you're attending a conference, to say, hey, Vanessa, I know that you're attending this weekend. Grab your notebook that I sent you and keep all your notes from this conference and all your ideas associated with this particular conference in this particular notebook. The thing that does is it continuously brings back the leverage conference, in this case, to the forefront. The other thing that we got was a certification, one of the, oh my gosh, I'm blanking on certificates. Sorry, I'm blanking on the name of certificate, right? And what I love about our certificates is this comes in its own envelope, and it's really, it's a musical instrument. It's so thick, right? So these, don't underestimate the power of these. These are really cool because imagine if we have a bunch of these that are framed on people's walls. Now you have some extra little, this is like the office refrigerator. If you can get a certificate on the refrigerator in somebody's office, which is this in a frame, bam, shazizzy. That's the technical term for it, by the way. And then finally, we got a swag box. Again, I want to notate that the sponsors of the event were located right on the box, personalized box. And then on the inside, we got a card with the schedule on it. There's so many things in here. It's driving me crazy. It's awesome. We got postcards that we could hold up when we wanted to say, hey, you know, that was a great idea. I have a question. Wowzers. Yes. That way it gave a lot of interaction. And then the cool thing I loved was that she also put the a postcard in here called Zoom keeping, which I think is a new technical term. Instead of housekeeping, this is Zoom keeping. And she gave us all of the rules to follow in Zoom. And then we got a luggage tag. Again, extra branding for when we put this on our luggage and it goes on forever and ever and ever. And then finally, we got brownies and all kinds of stuff in here. Casey, keep your energy up. Something sweet for Casey, something sweet for Casey. So we got some brownies and some almonds in there. Some almonds. Okay. So the reason I love this box idea is it brings together a bunch of stuff that we offer as we go into the holidays, right? So this kind of ties into the person that we're going to help out today. So each and every Monday, the reason I'm fired up, we should probably start with the reason I'm fired up. Anybody else want to take a crack at why I am so fired up about this particular Monday? Okay, I'll help out since I'll help out. Today starts the busiest time of the year on steroids. Today is the first day where business owners are really now starting to feel a little bit of the pressure being turned up on making sure all of their holiday gifts are out. Okay, and so that's why I'm fired up. For any of you that have not been around during one of these December, November seasons, get ready, you're in for a wild ride. You're going to be asking lots of questions. You're going to be asked to be given lots of input into what people are sending. One of the most common questions I get asked is, well, I don't know what I should send everybody. And I'm not talking about just your greeting cards that say happy holidays. I'm talking about, what do I send people, right? And so today, as we do each and every Monday, we pick a scenario, and then we kind of open it up and have a brain trust, or a brain exercise around what can be done to help this person out. So Vanessa, I just made you a co-host as well. There may be an opportunity for some screen sharing here in a moment. So here is our scenario for this Monday. Okay, this is going to be a little bit of a stretch for some of you, but I need for you to listen very carefully to the parameters. So if you come up with parameters that do not fall within this little band, I'm going to gently, Vanessa's going to gently, we're going to bring you back into this zone. Okay, so here is the scenario. The scenario is, we've got a business owner, and this business owner's clients are worth $100,000 to them in business. Okay, so $100,000 client is in this business owner's portfolio. Okay, and here's the problem. This business owner is very used to doing things somewhat last minute, and they do the easy thing, and they go to Costco. And they go to Costco, and their budget for each of their baskets is $150. Okay, each of their baskets, the budget is $150, which, by the way, at Costco is going to get you a pretty substantial basket of stuff. Okay, and because they are using Mailbox Power this year as opposed to Costco, what they spend in shipping and tax, he's going to write off, or she's going to write off as gas and tax that they would have to pay otherwise. So we've got a budget of $150 per client to put these things together, to create something cool and unique outside of what they're going to get at Costco. Now, couple of small things to note here. We need to do 100 of these. So we're talking about a budget of $15,000 in order to do this. So we have 100 of these puppies we need to make. Okay. And here's the other caveat. We don't know what religion these customers are. So we have some that celebrate Kwanzaa, some that celebrate Hanukkah, some that celebrate Christmas, some that don't celebrate at all. So we want to stay very much away from calling out a specific holiday for this business owner. Okay. So there's the scenario. We have $150 before tax, before shipping. We have to stay away from specific holidays in and of themselves. We have to make 100 of these puppies. And these are going to a client that is worth approximately $100,000 to the business owner. Okay. So let me just repeat the scenarios one more time while you guys are all kind of brainstorming on what you would put in this basket. The business owner does not want to go to Costco. Tax and shipping, not a problem. They're going to write that off as tax would be paid at Costco anyways, and shipping versus gas, they're okay with that because of the time we're going to save. We need to do 100 of these. Each of the clients is worth $100,000 to the business owner. And we cannot mention a specific holiday in these cards or this basket. Okay. So with that, let's have a go. So what are we thinking? What would we, and I think Vanessa has screen sharing ability. I think Helen has screen sharing ability. If we need to, I can go in and screen share as well, as we put some of these baskets together.
Casey, can you just clarify? I heard a budget of $150. Is that per person?
That is per basket. Yep.
Okay.
These clients are really high-end clients. And normally when they go to Costco, they're spending about $150 per basket. We need to create impact because each of these clients is worth $100,000 to the business. So we want to really make sure that we create an impact. And my guess would be, given what I know that this business owner does, each of these clients is probably getting some other Costco baskets from probably other service providers as well. So we really want to create something where we don't want them to go to Costco and buy them.
So Casey, I'll start.
Okay, yeah, Laura.
Sorry, I'm still eating my breakfast. I would start with the laser engraved charcuterie board with the family name on it. And I then would include a selection of our yummy consumables that they could put out on the charcuterie board. I would put it in a black, beautiful box. And I would add in the recently brilliantly done follow-up to the charcuterie board, where you get a card a month with how to create a charcuterie board for that particular month, whether it's for football or Valentine's Day or whatever it's for. And I know that's extra and you didn't ask for that, but that that follow-up series of cards is brilliant and deserves a shout out. And that's just what I would start with.
Okay, so this is interesting. So I did not know we had a card of the month club going into charcuterie board thing. So this is awesome. I think that's perfectly in line with that. So this is for me personally, like I could hang up the call now because I didn't even know we had that. Did anybody else not know like me? Okay, so a bunch of us. Okay, cool. Awesome. Is that in the design store, I'm assuming, Laura?
It is. It's brilliant. It's a little more expensive. It's about $20 for a year's worth of cards, but I consider it far worth it because the people I've already sent the charcuterie board to, I put them on it to get the December board. So in addition to my holiday card, they're getting the how to put together the December charcuterie board, and they're taken care of for another year with brilliant cards. They're really good. Yes, in the design store.
Awesome. Well, I can tell you that this business owner is not going to mind spending $20 to have something that touches them over and over again for the month. So that's awesome. Okay, so we've got a laser engraved.
Can I share that? Can I share the picture of that really quickly?
Yeah, that'd be awesome, V.
Just so people know what they're looking for. Here it is. Can you all see that?
Yeah. Oh, that's fantastic.
So 12 touch, everything from Super Bowl to Valentine's and how to create a great Valentine's, winter snacks, bring delight. So it's not specific to, it's specific to the holidays that are happening that month, but not in any religious way or anything like that. So it would be appropriate for anybody.
Now, theoretically, V, could we go in and edit that and add one of the little bags of consumables as a shipment to each one of these cards as well?
You can do whatever you want.
I mean, let's think about that for a
That's
second.
the beauty of this. It's so flexible, right? So
I mean, I
do
love
whatever.
that because you're talking.
So you
probably,
purchase this automation license. That means you get to use it in whatever way you want to use it. And these are well done. So let me just show you the super. Can you see that when I click on it?
Yep.
Okay. And then inside can you see what's going on here?
Yeah.
All the different, the way to display it, what's on it, the different things, and then get ready for some Super Bowl fun and a message there. So it's really, really well done. Valentine's, just a great idea.
Oh, this is great.
Yeah,
I love that.
really good. Really good.
I also love the fact that it ties into going for an entire year. That's awesome.
Yeah. So you take that holiday send this, in this case, $150 budget, and it's actually stretched out an entire year if you include this automation.
Oh, that is absolutely fantastic. I love that.
I hope the designer, the brilliant designer, I think her name is Amy something,
Amy
does
Grover.
one for the poker set, does one for the barbecue set, does one for the bowl. I think it was a brilliant idea.
It is.
Awesome.
It is.
I absolutely love that. And this is this is very helpful this morning already. Awesome. Let's pop up to Mike and Brenda.
So I actually was going to use the exact same idea Laura had. So I'm going to switch it up and come up with a different one. And I would do the laser engraved, I would do the salad bowl with the salad tongs, with the cutting board, and with the two dual, the duo and the trio, and put it all in. I did that as a box for real estate. And then that wasn't even 150. So now I would throw in, I'd put it in the black box. I'd throw in some of our goodies like the apple ring, the apples and the mangoes and the apricots and the almonds, and wherever the 150 ended up at. And I do love the 12 touch, but obviously I'm not doing the charcuterie board now. So I wouldn't do the 12 touch of the charcuterie. I would do maybe recipes or something, pick one of the other 12 touch, so that they're being, have a touch every single month for the year.
Okay, awesome. And Brenda, you said you'd put the salad board, the charcuterie board, and the salad board?
No, so it's the salad bowl,
Okay,
the small cutting board, the duo, and the trio. Those are all the bamboo. And I'd make sure I threw the salad tongs in there, and then to make up the difference, black box, throw in goodies like the apples and mangoes in that.
awesome. And what I love about this is I hope there's some designers on here that are thinking, oh my gosh, we could do a 12-month salad campaign, from a fruit salad to a Caesar salad to a taco salad to all kinds of salad. I hope someone's taking note on that. I don't know who's smarter than I am, but okay, awesome, Mike, I love it. I love it. Okay, awesome. This is fantastic. Terry Bell, Terry. I don't know why I said Terry Bell. Terry.
Burry, like Murray. I would do the, since the others, I was going to say the charcuterie board, but the wine, laser engraved wine box. And then we've got the cookie tins might fit in there nicely. Or, I mean, besides that, but then put the tumblers in there. You put the family name on the wine box. And then tumblers could say their first names, Mr. and Mrs., or their business name. And then the cookie tin might fit in the box also. And then with that, it was from last year, but the hot chocolate mugs are so cute for seasonal when you don't know, you don't want Merry Christmas or that. Do 2 hot chocolate mugs and then 2 bags of the caramel popcorn that's already popped with the matching label, I think would be. So you've got the elegant, and then you've got the fun, cozy also for the holiday season in the same package.
Awesome. So Terry, the one thing, and I probably should have said this in our in my pre-log here, is we don't know whether these people drink wine or not. Right. And my only caution the only caution why I bring this up is if you do have these conversations with somebody and you recommend a wine box, which I think is frankly the coolest gift we have. I would just make sure that we know that the people, for example, are not sober. Right. I mean, because it would look a little silly if we send somebody that's sober 15 years a wine box. Right.
True. Well, true. Of course.
So,
yeah.
But yeah, that's awesome. I love the mugs and the tumblers and the cookie tins. I love that. I love calling them adult sippy cups. I don't know what anybody else calls them, but for me, they're adult sippy cups.
Well, they're good for hot things during the this season, the winter. So depending on where you live, but
yeah, I think they're like a McDLT. They keep the hot things hot and the cold side cold, don't they? Awesome. Anybody else remember the McDLT? That's so long ago. It was when I worked at McDonald's. We had the McDLT. Whew, that was a long time ago.
I love the McDLT.
Oh, it was awesome. It was not fun to make, for what it's worth. Awesome. Who else has an idea to create a $150 basket? That we're going to send out 100 of these. And we've got to create impact because we're competing with Costco. We don't want to go to Costco. Suzanne.
Hi, my phone just rang just as I clicked on that. I'm hanging it up. Okay. my idea is to take all of the ideas that everybody's presented, and the first thing I thought of was sending a package, and with it saying, we want you to celebrate how thankful we are for your business. You know, we want to be thankful for your business, and this is for your celebration. And that's when the charcuterie board or the wine or the whatever can be sent, is what I was thinking. You know, put it as a celebration and a big thank you, and, you know, enjoy the holidays type of thing.
Awesome.
I was thinking more card than I was actual gifts.
Okay. Awesome. Stephanie.
What about the barbecue set? Personalized barbecue set with a the cutting board and the sauces. Like make it a whole like barbecue, backyard barbecue experience. Maybe some of the sippy cups with it.
Oh my gosh, I love that. The barbecue set, engraved,
Yeah.
cutting board.
Yeah.
And since we have so many hot sauces, I have to tell you, you know, some of those hot sauces, like I'm so excited to do those hot sauces. I bought one of everything. And that would be a great thing to add inside with that barbecue thing. I love that.
Thanks.
That's awesome. Who else? These are, is it making you guys think bigger than just you know, a little thing of apples? Right? Who else? What else could we put in there? Laura.
Yeah, we're not even really commenting on the fact that all of these things we're talking about get personal labels and personal engraving and all of that stuff that's going to put it over the edge from Costco by a mile.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
You know, I really like the bamboo items. I think the bowls and maybe a package that had the bowl and some of those containers, those bamboo containers that are personalized would be good to combine with food as well.
Okay. Awesome.
I think along with the bamboo bowl, especially for Super Bowl time, it's great for, I've been told it'll fit a whole bag of popcorn, you know, and so they could do the cards along with that too, or you make your card. It wouldn't be hard to grab a few photos and place on a card and send that to, along with, you know, the other gifts, even though it's holiday time, but put that Super Bowl's right around the corner and put a card like that, make some postcards of your own. I try to do that with gifts. I make a card. I have a postcard made for weddings and for other gifts. It's got my return address real tiny in the top, because when you get a gift for a personal gift, you're going to throw away the packaging. May not know who it came from later on, or maybe they want to stick that with their thank you cards to send out, you know, the formal thank you cards or whatever. And it just says a gift for you. It's got a picture of a gift tag and roses on the wedding one. And here's a gift for you, special. And then on the back, I'll have another cutesy, like a drawing of the, you know, just married car or something, and specially made for you by whatever, or just special. And I've done some of those gifts for other people to send too, but I put the card in there with their address because it's coming from, it may say that it's coming from my return address, if that, you know, before that, all the returns we could change, but it's an extra thing. So you've got in your saved projects, you can just click on that postcard and it goes in with the gifts whenever you send a gift.
Awesome. So like a gift presented by or a gift presented from type postcard. That's a great idea as well.
Yeah, and I put I did this for other relatives that were going to an out of town wedding and sent it, and I put their return address on it too. I mean, a couple clicks and it's done, but if you have this projects already made, it's so easy. It's so nice.
That is fantastic. I love that. I love that idea. Any ideas using the poker set?
This is Marla. I was thinking the poker set and the game set for families. So if you're going to be sending it, and you could do that, you know, with the poker set and a family game set, and like enjoy your family over the holidays. I think that is a great idea. The other thing I was thinking is like the smaller things, because you want to wish them a great new year too. So maybe sending them the journal and the phone holder, that kind of stuff with the pen. Happy holidays, and here's some, great stuff to start your new year, or something, with that kind of content in it. Because my kids are gonna love that game.
Yeah, and just to your point, Marla, about the journal, and thank you for bringing this up. My mom, they are snowbirds, so they go back and forth between two places. And my mom, ever since we were kids, forces anybody that steps foot in the door to sign her journal. And it's always a journal that has, I don't know why. I come over for a cup of coffee and you got to write an entry in the silly journal. I always thought that was really silly, but you just gave me a great idea that now for people that do have guest books at home, or even guest books for weddings, really, but guest books for their house or their Airbnb property or something like that, you could make one. I'm going to make one for each of my mom's places with the picture of the dang house on the front. So that's
so
awesome.
cool.
I gotta say, for me personally, this has been an awesome call. This has been an awesome
Well,
call.
almost every Airbnb has a guest book. So they always have that. Great
And
idea.
I'll tell you, I am friends with or have clients that are in the Airbnb business. And here's what I can tell you about the Airbnb business. Nobody has just one. Right? I have a client that has 1,000 of them. I have a friend that has 5 of them, right? So the cool thing is this would be a great thing for each of the Airbnb properties. Awesome. Karen had a fantastic idea. She did a journal for Larry's memorial when her husband passed away. So all of those memories could be kept in one single place. That's awesome.
Casey.
Yeah, Vanessa.
I want to share what you just sent me that I just opened.
Oh.
I love it. I love this idea.
Here, let me turn this up. Okay, go.
So I love this idea. So Casey just sent me a card. It's a picture of me and my pup on the front from a recent trip that we took up to Mammoth Lakes. The inside, give one, keep one. And then he put a picture of us on the back. And it's not one, but 2 of the giving plates. I love this. I love this. So thank you, Casey, for this. It's amazing. And I do want to give one and keep one. I was telling Casey this, the reason he was inspired to send this, I'm sure, is because I just told him I had a giving plate and I gave it away. And then I was like, oh, I miss it. So now Casey has not only replenished it, but he says, give one, keep one. I think that's brilliant. Thank you, Casey.
Thanks, V. And you'll recognize that as a guy that's not super creative, I literally came up with 4 words.
Give one, keep one.
Very, very simple. Right?
Love it.
Awesome. Awesome. Anybody else? We're coming down to the bottom of the hour, so I want to make sure if anybody else has any other ideas that we get them into this mix. Yeah, Helen.
I like all the bamboo laser engraved things, but I suddenly thought, what about throwing in 4 sets of coasters, one for each season, so they can use them throughout the year and change them out?
That is an awesome one. I love that. There is I just happen to know this because I know the designer. In the design store, there is a cutesy, cheeky holiday set of coasters that's the 12 days of Christmas. So it's 3 coaster sets. Next Monday I will have it because I'm going to go pull mine out of the storage unit today. But it's in the design store. I think the designer is DMR. I think that's what he goes by. It's from last year, but it is, I mean, I sent probably 100 of them out. Did you get one, V?
I got one and I love it. I love it. And you're right. I can't wait to put it out.
Yeah.
So I've got to go dig those out of my holiday gift box.
Yeah. And I think it's only like, I don't remember what he charged in the design store, but I have to tell you, I sent out about 100 of them last year, and it was the most talked about gift that I sent out last year.
Yeah.
So
Awesome.
awesome. Eileen.
I'm unmuting for Gail.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Gail. She's in the same room, so we can't have
I
our
can't
sound
have
on.
my computer on, so I was thinking with any of these gifts, and I did them for Airbnbs and restaurants, is the coasters that you can personalize, and you put different pictures of their dining rooms or the outside of the building, and they're perfect for most of those gifts with the charcuterie board or the wine set, any of them, even the barbecue set. And they're
Yeah,
such nice, they come out great, those coasters.
Yeah, the coaster, to me, the coasters are one of the things that we don't emphasize as much as I think we should, because they're just really impactful because they're so unique.
Mhm.
They're just really, really unique.
Yes.
So cool. This has been awesome. Anybody else? Final thoughts? Eileen, is your hand still up? Is this up for you, or this is still up for Gail?
This is where I love hearing everybody else's creativity. This is, I like to do things with words and language, but I love borrowing all your ideas.
Yeah, I think I am so taking the charcuterie board with the follow-up cards. I'm taking the salad bowl thing. I'm taking the coasters. The coasters. I had completely forgot about the 12 Days of Christmas coaster set. That is going out to influencers in the next day or so. So awesome. So with that, you guys, I want to thank you for being on show number 428. We will get together tonight at 5 o'clock on the legendscall.com, and we will we're going to be enhancing a skill set tonight that came up over the weekend that we're going to chat about tonight. I'm not gonna share with you just exactly what it is. You'll have to be there or be square. Yeah, stick ups. We didn't even talk about stick ups. We could go stick up crazy. So with that, Marie Benoit, what do we have going on today?
Good morning, Casey. I didn't say anything because Laura took my idea right off the bat. Great idea, Laura. And I had seen that series of cards, follow-up cards, and they're awesome. And you're absolutely right. If someone created it for the bowl and for a number of items, those would just be awesome campaigns or automations, sorry. 2 events today, Casey. We have one at 12 noon Pacific time, Mailbox Power 101. Our trainer is Kim Pearlstein at mailboxtraining.com. And then, as you mentioned, at 5 p.m., your call at thelegendscall.com. See you there.
Awesome. Thanks, Marie. And I believe Helen is taking us out. And what I will say is that if any of the designers get this message about creating those multi-campaign, if you want to reach out to Vanessa or I, once you get it approved in the design store, we can do a post in the Facebook group and really get some power behind it. That was for me the big light bulb moment, because I can come up with 4 words for a card. So now somebody else has come up with the words for me. So awesome. Helen, I know, Vanessa, anything you want to add before we rock out of here?
I love the fact that we can all brainstorm and share ideas like this. And I think this is one of the most valuable calls. Anytime that we can do something that benefits everybody on this call is getting value out of this, Casey. So thank you.
Yeah, awesome. And gang, one of the key things with this type of exercise is you'll notice that I came to the table with a budget. I forced the person to give me a budget, and then we backed into it. Right? So always try to find out what their budget is and what the parameters are of that. So yeah, Marie, did you have something else you wanted to add?
I did, Casey, and it's just another thought. I watched Helen do her first episode, if you will, about her genealogy, and and it's all about the reason why you need to tell your story. I thought it was awesome, Helen. I really do. And I think to have a card that explains all of the reasons why you need to do this and send it along with a journal, your story, tell it, your ancestors need to know kind of thing, is an awesome gift. And in part, I say this in light of, you know, what's happened within our own company over the last week. People have a story to tell, and we need to make note of those stories. And Helen just did a beautiful, beautiful job of explaining all of the things that you can put into your story. If you're sitting there going, well, my life is boring, you know, what do I have to tell? She explains it beautifully. So
Awesome. Awesome.
Thank
Thanks,
you,
Marie.
Marie.
And so let's just hear from Helen as she rocks us out of here today.
Oh, that just blew me away. Thank you. It's time. It's time to go to work. It's time to go find a business owner. It's time to find someone who needs to hear about Mailbox Power today. We are oozing with optimism. We are fearless when we present Mailbox Power. We have an unshakable belief that we can make someone's phone ring. We have an unshakable belief we can help with customer relationships. We have an unshakable belief we can make referrals happen. Now go out and have a super fantastic, sparkling, incredible day.
Awesome. Thanks, Helen.